What's up, everybody? You are joining the Valentine's here. We're chilling. We're about to talk about MTV's The Challenge, Total Madness, episode 5. And we start off. First of all, how you doing, Nicole?
Just doing really swell today.
Everyone's doing well, right? It's a great time to be alive.
It's beautiful out, and I'm gonna get my hands dirty today and plant some things.
That a girl. Well, Jenna might get her hands dirty next episode because we see in this episode Zach gets some screen time. And Jenna hasn't been getting much screen time, so it feels like now it's because she wasn't getting any screen time is why her and Zach are going to probably have issues.
This episode, she had a lot of screen time, actually.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, because like now Zach's in the picture. Now we're getting to see Jenna.
Oh, they're like building it up for that. Yeah, probably.
I have a feeling, something may go down. Jenna, we see in the sneak peek for next episode, she's thinking about going home. So hope she doesn't, but I don't put it past her. I could see her going home for Zach.
I could see her going home.
Yeah.
She clearly doesn't care about winning.
This is not her season. It hasn't been her. The past couple of seasons haven't been hers.
Yeah. No, I can see her dropping the ball here, even more so than she already has.
Yeah, pretty bad. A major hit to the holy, or what are they called? The Holy Trinity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
hit. One third of the Holy Trinity may be gone.
They're not even a threat anyway, but
they're such a threat. They're the biggest alliance in the game.
Okay. No offense, but Nani. What do you
Nani's been incognito since ASAF.
Yeah. KAILAH. She's getting some action though.
KAILAH, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I love how they lead up to it with Jenna saying, what do you think about this whole situation? And KAILAH's like, I would never do anything to jeopardize my relationship back home.
They're both like talking to brick wall. They both know what they're talking to, but they don't want to believe it. Like Jenna's like, you're not actually thinking about. No, Jenna. Oh, okay, KAILAH. I was worried for a second.
But I do like how Jenna was like, well, you are leading him on.
Yeah. Jenna did great as a friend. I'm assuming.
Yeah. That was very honest advice from her, but I love how she's like, oh, no, I would never. Okay.
Never is a strong word, KAILAH.
So I'm confused because, and I really don't want to spend too much time talking about this, but I do want to talk for a second. All right.
Yeah.
So
Bear's been working at this all season.
Yeah.
He deserves for us to talk about it.
Well, no, it's more about KAILAH. So she dated that guy, Mikey
P, yeah.
For like a while, for several years.
I think that's who she was with during this. I could be wrong.
That's what I think. That's what I'm pretty sure what happened, because then she was with Sam, who she's with now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like commenting on saying like, oh, you cheated on him with Bear. And a lot of people were saying, no, this was filmed in October. She cheated on Mikey.
Yeah, she's been through a few.
I was a little bit confused because I don't know. At first I was like, oh, I guess they stayed together, but thinking it was Sam.
Yeah, I thought they were happily ever after, her and Mikey.
Yeah.
Come in between them. Well,
Bear
could squeeze his way into any hole, it seems.
No pun intended.
You got the side cams going on, right? The duel.
Oh yeah, good side cam.
Are you making fun of me now?
I have poison ivy.
What? Wait, what?
I have poison ivy.
Should I ask this next question?
It's so itchy.
Oh my God. Speaking of itchy, Jay is just that scratch that Rogan can itch. That worked perfectly.
How'd you plan that?
I didn't. You think I planned planned you randomly saying you have poison ivy for me to transition into that?
Anyway, all right. Let's finish. KAILAH, done.
Okay.
Backtrack.
Use my amazing transition. Fine.
All right, go ahead.
No, we're talking about KAILAH. KAILAH and Bear.
I'm over it. But like Bear, good job.
Yeah, Bear got his way. Yeah, round of applause for, I guess, Bear.
How about when KAILAH says, I didn't think they caught it on camera, so she was trying to be sneaky.
Right.
Meaning what? If they didn't catch it on camera, she would have just went back to her boyfriend and been like, yeah, everything's
Yeah,
good.
that might even hurt. That hurts worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Yeah, like thinking she could have gotten away with it. And
Yeah.
There's nothing more unattractive, though, to be honest, than, you know, when she's like, oh my God, what have I done? And I cheated, I was drinking, and it's like.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know if it's right or wrong. She still didn't know because in her mind she feels like it's right. Or
Yeah.
I don't even know, somewhere inside of her she's tempted. It's
if
temptation.
you want, yeah, I don't know, but it's fine. If you want to break up with your boyfriend, just say like, call him, break up with him, and then hook up with Bear.
Yeah. Who in the world is a couple with Bear when Bear is going on these challenges?
Yeah, he has a girlfriend. I don't know who. I'm about to Google it.
Yeah, he had a girlfriend last time.
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
So when he called it his cousin.
Huh?
When he called it his cousin.
Yeah, that was a couple seasons ago. He just admitted straight up he had a girlfriend at home this time.
Yeah. I want to see.
Maybe because KAILAH admitted she had a boyfriend back home, so it was like, hey, if I cheat on my girlfriend, cheating on your boyfriend won't be that bad. Two wrongs make a right.
I don't know who his girlfriend is.
Their logic.
Oh, cheats on his girlfriend. No, that's old. With Georgia? No. Skirt.
Yeah.
Old news. All right. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead. You were talking about Jay.
Speaking of itches, Jay is just like getting under Rogan's skin, and like I feel like Rogan's like there's nothing Rogan can do about it.
Yeah, I don't like Jay, but he's doing a good job at kind of getting getting under Rogan's skin and getting him all irritated, which is like Bananas move, or like the people who can not be affected and get under other people's skin, like.
Yeah, he's using a strong tactic for a physically weaker player. He's like, oh, you only want me in physical? Why is that? Because you won't beat me in anything else. Like he's like throwing stuff like that at him. You don't like Jay? No? Any reason? Is he a dweeb?
I don't know how to I don't want to say bad things about people, like, because the other.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'll be honest, and this is so it's gonna sound really shallow. There's something about his face that I really don't like, and I'm not saying he's ugly. I'm just saying
it irritates you.
It really. Oh God.
I could see that, but maybe as a guy, it's different.
I don't know. Like, there's just something, he irks me. So I'm assuming it's more of his personality that irks me. But for some reason, when I see his face, I'm just like, oh, like I don't.
Starts with his face.
It starts with his face. But also, he took CT out, so that really bothers me. I don't like Jay. I don't.
Okay, that's
I don't like his face, and I don't like what he's done.
That's good enough reason to hate somebody on the challenge. So Josh is thirsty.
Oh my God, I was reading what I wrote down. I wrote, Josh thinks he has a strategy no one's ready for. LOL.
Yeah, nobody cares, Josh. Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
God, can we just, while we're on the topic of Josh, can we just talk about the Wes and Josh scene?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we might as well go all into it with Josh. First of all, he's running next to Wes on the treadmill. Wes looking straight out of what semi-pro. You ever see that with Will
No.
Ferrell, the basketball movie?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's looking athletic, to say the least. But yeah, Josh thinks he has this big rivalry with Wes, and Wes is like, no.
Before the rivalry, though, the comment about like I'm from Big Brother, so like I have a strategy that no one else can bring to the table, and they're not ready for it, and that makes me unique and have an advantage.
And Wes is intimidated by me, and I'm gonna send him home.
Like, Josh, what are you talking about?
If you have a problem with me, then I'm gonna have a problem with you. No, Josh, I will never come after you. Okay, but if it changes, then I guess we'll just have to go after each other.
Another Josh quote, like she's like really my good friend, like she's my real friend in this house. Like it's not just like she's my friend outside the house too. Like he just always thinks.
He's like the most genuine challenger we have, though.
It's close with like a female competitor. He's like, she's like really my friend. Like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, Josh is great. I'm a big Josh fan. I just love making fun of him too.
Yeah, I like him. I don't think he's like great, but I think he's funny, and I think he is.
Yeah, he's an interesting candidate for like a final. You know.
I'd like to see how he would do. His political game is like kind of trash. His physical game is mediocre.
He's got height on people. That's his physical game.
And the drama that he brings to the table is hilarious. So yeah, I'll take it all.
Yeah, unexpected drama from Josh. I mean, we see Josh come on the challenge right off the bat. He gets into it with CT, you know, and he kisses Georgia.
He's
He's
very
bringing more to the table than I anticipated.
more to the table. His emotions, like his emotions come first. And I think like he plays an emotional game, and I think it's kind of funny. It brings another element to the season, and
I love when he gets disrespected, and you can see it hits him like a wave, and he's like, "You see, Wes, that's what I don't like when you say stuff like that."
That scene with Wes, I was crying. I had to rewind it because I was like, I need to see this again. And Wes handled like I've always liked Wes, but that just made me like him so much more. He's just like, no, Josh, this is not a me and you thing. This is a you thing. Like the way that he talked to him, oh my God, it was so perfect. He got his point across so beautifully, and Josh probably felt like such an idiot, and he made Josh look like such an idiot, but Josh made himself look like an idiot because everything Wes said is true. Wes is like, I don't care about you.
Why would anybody want to get you out of the house, Josh? Why?
This is not a thing. I go for people who can beat me. And then I think he did take it a little bit too far.
Yeah, this is where he took it a little too far, yeah.
Where he said, I'm not going to go after the worst player in the game. It's like,
and that's, you know, he's taken steps back because he didn't want to make a rivalry. He didn't want to make this a two-sided thing. But now you just took a dig at him.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to do that. But yeah, that was a little too far in my opinion.
Yeah, so now it makes it more of a rivalry.
Yeah.
Because they don't like, now it's like, now Josh hears an insult from him. Josh is not going to like that. He's probably going to act in the future. I don't know.
But looking at all the guys in this challenge right now, that might be a true statement or it's his opinion.
Yeah.
But it's not a far-fetched one. Like
Josh, he's, like I said, Josh, he's not too delusional. He seems to, understand. And I think he does understand, people perceive him as the weakest, but he doesn't probably think he's the weakest, but he knows that people perceive him as that.
And actually, he said the worst player in the game. That doesn't necessarily mean he's saying, like, he's the weakest. It could mean, like, his political game is bad. So, like, if you're the worst player in the game, you can be really good at challenges and suck in a political sense and still, I don't know, whatever. I'm reading too much into it, but...
No. Yeah, his overall game. And speaking of overall games, that brings us to dun, 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 Wes and Bananas.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Wes and Bananas. It's been hard, and it hasn't even made sense to try and to try and compare these guys. to try and compare these guys because they've always been against each other on previous seasons. It's hard to compare two people when they're working against each other. I've kind of learned while watching. So it's very much easier when you watch them work together. You can compare their games. And right now, Bananas seems like the way better challenge player overall than Wes.
Yeah.
Back then, now, in the future, it just seems like Bananas has it more than Wes.
Like, I agree if you mean mentally and his gameplay, like his politically and mentally. But like, I don't physically. I think Wes would probably beat Bananas in elimination.
I think they would go back and forth depending on what it favored, like endurance, strength, stamina. I think Bananas got some good endurance and stamina. Wes might be able to beat him in brute strength.
Yeah, I don't know. Overall, yes, I think Bananas is the superior competitor.
Yeah.
But like all around.
And that's not saying much because he has 4 more championships. But just the way they play the game, I don't know, just seeing them work together this season, seeing how many times Wes has put his foot in his mouth, and not even only this season. Wes has done that on World Awards 2. He put his foot in his mouth. Even on the season he made it to the final.
Yeah, but I think you're giving Bananas more credit than you should because this is Bananas' first season in a very long time. He has not put his foot in his mouth yet.
Yeah.
Bananas usually ruins his own game every season, like by getting people upset and getting like the last 5 seasons, Bananas has gotten out pretty early because he's just pissed everybody off. So
yeah,
I think you're like I would say this season. I wouldn't make it a broad.
Yeah, I'd say overall. No, but I'm not too positive about overall, but definitely this season, yes. It just makes a good argument for like all time, these 2 powerhouses that have been on our TV screens forever. I know Bananas has won more and been on more challenges, but you can still compare the 2. And they'll never stop being compared probably now since they've worked together.
Speaking of Wes putting his foot in his mouth, what else has he put in his mouth? Some salami.
Oh, some sausage, some saucy sausage.
Some 3-foot salami.
I thought that was a pool noodle until I rewatched it.
That's a big piece of salami.
Yeah, it was a heavy pool noodle.
So.
I mean, Jordan won this exchange, right?
Yeah, I think I understand people, Jordan is a little annoying. I get it. Like,
yeah. Jordan is an asshole. Yes, you'll hear that every episode. Yes, you guys will brand that on his forehead.
Yeah. I see myself in Jordan a lot because I am obnoxious where like always gotta say something and always gotta have your way. And like I kind of can relate to him. So him making a comment about the turf, I could totally see how it would get under people's skin because it's like, oh, there goes Jordan again, always having to say something. But Wes did not need to. He did run over there and start yelling in his face.
Yeah.
And I thought that Jordan handled it really well with trying to like make light of it and like put the salami out.
Made a joke out of him.
And then when Wes dropped you won't talk to me the way you talk to your fiance, I was like, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
come on. Now you're disrespecting Tori, who is like the sweetest player in the game. Like, come on, man.
What's the point? It's like you've been on so many seasons. You claim to be trying to play the dead possum this season, and you go out and say something like that. You have to try and say something like that. It just doesn't come out.
Yeah.
He thought of it, and he was like, "This is going to get under Jordan's skin."
Yeah, that whole exchange bothered me, and I'm like, I like Wes. I like Jordan more probably, but I want to like Wes this season, and he just keeps doing shit like that where I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, Wes he's like taking things personally too much. He's getting in his feelings too much.
Yeah, he's been playing a very emotional game. Him and Josh.
Of game. Go to the challenge? I don't know.
Keep doing doing this whole episode.
Yeah. Did you have something you wanted to bring up?
No.
I was gonna go to.
Yeah, I'll save it for the end. It's nothing important.
All right. Daily challenge. First of all, who's this mysterious badass that's freaking driving this car on its side? Perfect
Right?
every time.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure there was some editing. I guarantee you they did not get it every time.
Like that's dangerous if someone's hanging out the window and he like doesn't.
Yeah, this was an extremely dangerous, like, if the car.
Yeah, like there was nothing holding the car up on its side. Like he was driving it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what else.
All I picture is like one wrong turn and decapitation.
Yeah, totally. Yes, this was a very dangerous challenge. But clearly the guy knew what he was doing, and I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, the challenge name. I wrote down what looked like bomb salad.
It could have been bomb salad.
It's bomb squad. So yeah, teams of 4 randomly selected. Player 1 hanging out the window reading the math equation on top of the shipment containers. Player 2 solves the math equation, then runs the answer to the third player, who grabs the correct color rods, which correlate with the math equation answer. And then player 4 races to the detonator and puts the rods in the right order. And if it's in the right order, explosion.
Again, very, action Mad Max. Like,
Yeah.
I like the whole theme. It's good.
Yeah, I mean it was a unique challenge. I liked it. Not everybody had a huge role to play, but they each did have a role, a meaningful, somewhat role, more meaningful than maybe ice pickers from the last challenge.
Yeah, it's almost like it goes from order 1 to 4, the most important roles. Like the first person has the most important role, getting all those numbers. The second person is the second most important, doing the equation. Third, they have to just make sure they grab the right things, and then the fourth player really has nothing to
put it in the right spot. Yeah, unless you're Corey. What are you thinking, Corey, when somebody shouts at you, brown, green, purple? I didn't know I had to do anything. I just thought I had to run past something. Why is he shouting colors at you?
He started going up to the explosives, like poking around. I'm like,
he's like, you see him get like scissors out. He's like, all right, guys, the red cord or the black cord, which one?
Yeah, that was wild. That definitely is the reason that he was one of the only 3 teams that completed it, but that definitely knocked them down to the third tier.
Yeah, who knows if they would have won.
But
because they had a really good time going into that,
I just wrote Corey and Kyle are dumb.
But we knew that already.
I like them both though.
Yeah, I don't mind them both either.
They're just not the brightest.
Yeah, Jay has his fate in his hands. He throws it away. He misses the first math equation. So he's like, that's right there. It's like, he's probably going in.
That's, in my opinion, that's such a rookie move. But yeah, he's a rookie. So it just clearly, somebody who's experienced would never make that fucking mistake.
Yeah.
You got to be on your toes and ready at all times. Yeah. The fact that he just completely missed one entire thing, it's like, all right, that's why you're a rookie. But obviously Bananas messed up too.
Yeah, it's like Corey
messed up. Bear did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bear messed up too. Bear didn't hear literally the first like letter or the first number that Johnny Bananas said. Why can't you just ask him to repeat it right away?
Yeah, also maybe they were saying it too fast, but another thing was maybe I have a good memory, but I would have been able to remember, or if I was Bananas, I would have remembered the first one.
But Bear wasn't specific. He was just like, repeat. Maybe if you were just like, yo, if you can remember the first number you said.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
85 is a pretty easy number to
Yeah,
remember.
I feel like they could have come back from that. Like neither of them could. I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, Bear throws that out the window. It was weird how Corey couldn't find the detonation when he saw like 2 or 3 other teams go.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if they could see all the way over there.
We saw Corey at the detonation, and all the way at the end of the road, it's a straight road. The whole cast, just like, it's on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, maybe MTV manipulated editing it and Corey's team actually went first, and maybe they were the guinea pigs. But Jay missed the first trailer, so who knows? I don't know what happened with Corey there.
If they were the first team, then that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, but it didn't show that way, so it's hard to say.
So Rogan's another one who dropped the ball.
Yeah. At least he realized he dropped the ball right before the ball hit the ground.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, team 1, 2, and 3, none of them completed.
No. Team
and
4 with, I'm not saying his name. I'm calling him Christopher.
You don't like saying Swaggy, see?
I really don't. Maybe if he earns it one day. I don't know how you earn the title of Swaggy.
You know, there is like a weird thing about, here's an example. Okay. Somebody, like, how do I say this without saying like the people and everything? Somebody I know had a new employee come start working with them, and she's like, "Oh, my name is Michelle, but I go by Mimi." And it's like, no, I'm not calling you Mimi. Like, this is they work in a big corporation. And it's like, I'm not gonna call you Mimi.
If I'm calling you Mimi, I'm making fun of you.
Like, your name is Michelle. You need to earn. Like, I'm not gonna just start calling you by your like childhood nickname. Like,
yeah. Like, take me out to dinner for now.
Yeah.
Get to know me.
So I could see like that being similar to Swaggy's nickname. It's like, I don't know you yet. Like, I'm not gonna just call you Swaggy.
It hurts my soul, my dignity when I call somebody Swaggy.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me that much, but I'll call him that. It's whatever. I don't think he's earned it.
I don't like Christopher either, but so Christopher proves to be good with numbers, as he's worked in the stock market.
Hey, he was really quick with solving that.
These Big Brother contenders are at least smart.
Okay, this is something that I probably should have asked 4 years ago when we started doing these podcasts.
What's Big Brother? What is it? Yeah.
That's a really cool lamp and mirror you have on the floor.
Appreciate it. That's how they came. I haven't moved them since. Respect to the house.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't have that in the background. Hey guys.
Yeah, you clean your room next
Hey, it's a good angled mirror to get a full body, so I know what I look like.
Okay.
Especially in the hard to reach places.
You have the down light to like.
And then the lamp is for the lighting because it gets dark in those places. That's what I'm doing, Nicole. It's up here.
Yeah, but you don't need to let everybody know.
No, I was kidding. I don't actually do that.
I can't look at you.
How do we move on from this, Nicole?
Speaking of
hard to reach places. Bailey did good.
No, wait. Seriously, what's Big Brother?
Oh yeah. It's a show, Nicole. It's a show. There's almost 30 seasons. I haven't personally watched a season, but it's like it's a total social game with challenges, but the challenges aren't demanding at all.
Okay.
And then people, it's very convoluted.
Sounds like Survivor.
Huh?
Sounds like Survivor.
They're in a house. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is like Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor is all social. Like the challenges aren't really.
The challenges are more demanding in Survivor probably than Big Brother.
It's like, hold this seashell for 30 seconds.
Hey man, I feel like I would suck at holding things up. I feel like my shoulders would give out. What was I gonna say? Big Brother, yeah, whatever. That's Big Brother.
All right, cool, bye.
So yeah, Bailey, another one with a smart brain, as Bailey likes to say.
Really smart brain.
She proved it though. So, yeah. So it comes down to Team 4, Christopher.
Wait, hold on. Shout out to Melissa and Fessy.
Why?
Because they got the first part right, which seemed like to be the hardest part, and they didn't struggle at all.
Okay. Yeah. Good job. Good job to Bailey for understanding Melissa.
Oh, and Casey too. So we had a couple of rookies not drop the ball, and Maddie.
Yeah.
They gave a lot of rookies the most important part.
Yeah, I mean, it was the most important part, but I don't think it was the hardest part. Maybe the math equation was the hardest part, but you definitely had to rely on the first person.
All right. Well, anyway.
Comes down to, Team 4, Christopher, Josh, Jenny, and Casey, and Team 6, Jenna, Anissa, Jordan, and Fessy. I wanted Team 6 to win.
Yeah, me too. I did not want Swaggy, and I did not want that team to win. I
was like the least likely to win.
Yeah,
they pulled it out though.
It would have been cool. Fessy, Jenna, Anissa, Jordan. Like I like all of those people.
Yeah, nice mix of like rookies and old school and champions. It would have been a cool tribunal.
People who don't do anything.
Yeah, right. Who stay so far under the radar that you forget they're on a season. But yeah, that was the challenge. So yeah. Christopher, Josh, Jenny, and Casey win. They make up the tribunal. So why is it called the tribunal anymore? If tri identifies with 3 and there's been 5 and 4 people in the tribunal.
Yeah, they should just call it the
bunal. Yeah, I agree. Who cares?
I was like, why did I just give that so much?
What do you guys think? You guys have strong opinions about what it should be called?
It used to be called something different.
I mean, they switch it up. They had like the Inquisition. But that was like the dinner sit down.
No, there was like a weird.
It's been tribunal for a while. That's all.
I don't care.
Yeah, we don't. Nominations. Nani starts off by saying a guy should start this off since it's a guy's elimination. Let's see if that same energy stays going forward. Wes leads us.
For the most part, I think.
Yeah, I think I couldn't remember. This was the only time it kind of stood out to me, so that's why I brought it. Yeah, Wes leads it off and throws a burn vote in the most creative way. Not like he's gonna vote for Jordan, but he votes for Kyle.
Yeah, I like how Kyle too was like, "Hey guys, it's not a burn vote if you keep voting for me." Like it's not really a burn vote because.
And it signifies, hey, I'll get mad now if you vote for me.
Yeah. It's only a burn vote if you're towards the end of the voting and there's no way that person can get enough votes. Like the first vote, that's not a burn vote. Everybody can vote for him now.
Yeah, the term burn vote has lost its meaning, definitely, throughout the past seasons.
But Wes should know what that is. Come on.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, it ended up being a burn vote. Nobody else voted for Kyle, so.
It ended up being one, but anyway. So, all right. Then I think we go to Nelson.
Yeah, with the first serious vote.
Yeah.
To Bear.
Yeah, the people who voted for Bear that we got to see were Nelson, Jay, Corey, and Fessy. So, in my opinion, that looks like the Young Bucks. And, you know, you have Corey and Nelson, which stick together, and then Jay and Fessy, who have actually kind of been sticking together in a sense of like being the rookies.
Yeah. Fessy almost kind of seems like he's with Corey and Nelson.
He should be. That would be.
He just replaced Hunter for the
Yeah, Fessy hasn't gotten a lot of screen time, and I kind of get the vibe that he's not the most maybe interesting.
Yeah, that's weird to say that because like when I think of no screen time on this season so far, I'm like Jenna, Casey. I'm like, oh yeah, I know about Fessy. Wait, no, I don't.
No, but he has been doing well. So it's different than Casey and Jenna, where they have no screen time and they're not like doing much. Fessy's been doing really good.
Even though Casey's been in the last 2 tribunals, she didn't really do much in the last to earn the last tribunal, so that's why it doesn't seem like she's competing as good as like a Fessy.
I'd like to see more from her because I feel like I don't know. I thought she had, but we'll see. So then the people who vote for Jordan are Jordan.
Yes.
And then the people that we see vote for Jay are Rogan, Bear, Bananas, Kyle, KAILAH, D.
It comes down to the girls, and all the girls vote for Jay.
Maddie, Melissa, Nani. So D even votes for Jay. And I'm like,
I think every single girl voted for Jay.
I know, but don't hook up with him and then vote him in just because you don't want to like vote for Kyle, burn on Kyle.
Yo, D's a savage.
He's a savage.
Yo, D does not care about your feelings.
No, I guess I kind of love it.
I know she is a threat.
Yeah.
Blank period. Whether you like her or not, she is going to be on the show. She's gonna be talked about. She's most likely gonna be with alliances, with the drama, and still.
She's smart that she's aligned with the strongest female in the house. Her and Jenny.
And I love her side scenes with her and Wes when they get together.
Yeah.
It's like its own segment. They always like get together and talk about what's the next move.
She has some pretty strong alliances, so.
Yeah. What'd you have against that piece of paper? Jeez. Oh my God.
I hate this. So. Yeah, I don't know why. Speaking of aggression.
Come on. Oh, you got nothing.
How about?
Well, right at the end of this nomination, Jay. Speaking of aggression, no, that didn't work. Jay gets mad and gets a classic "Welcome to the Challenge" moment.
Yeah.
You know, gotta love to see those.
Why do I have to go in?
We have to go in over and over again.
It's like, well, and when we were watching it, Sean was like, "Is that a record going in 3 times in a row?" I'm like, no.
Oh no. Oh no. Right off the bat, I think of Brandon on Cutthroat, who was like a similar size to Jay, and this dude just kept getting thrown in.
Also, Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, the Young Buck Alliance knows what that feels like.
Yeah, they were just getting thrown in every single time to pick each other off.
At each other, yeah.
But I don't think this is a record 3 in a row.
No, I want to say.
Honestly, it doesn't even shock me. Like, he thought it was a big deal, and I'm like, nah.
Things that come to mind, this girl named Jill, who used to be on the challenges, she used to get thrown in a lot.
Okay.
Even Wes on Fresh Meat, I think went in like, if you could say there's like 10 total eliminations, I think Wes went into like 70% of them. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely not a record, but it's up there, I suppose, for a in a row. Where to next? Tribunal interrogations, is that where we're at?
No. We're at the club scene.
Bear and KAILAH hook up.
Yeah, we're at the club scene.
And then we get to.
Oh, well, you have the Wes and Bananas, and Nani's like, "Ooh, I think you guys are up to something more." But I think she already knows what's going on. She's just playing for the camera.
So, tribunal interrogation.
No.
No.
Skip the club scene.
Oh yeah, I skipped the club scene because what
Oh,
really happened at the club?
well, I only have one thing to say. Shout out to Diane Word because their song was playing when they went to the club scene, and I love that
What?
band.
I think you freaky and I like you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song is hot. And I love that band. So that's all I wanted to say about the club scene.
Well, yeah, I suppose it was worth bringing it up then. No, it's a good song.
All right, so yeah, interrogations.
Josh wants Rogan and Wes in there. Casey wants Nelly in there because they have had the least conversation. Rogan, yeah, so Rogan's whole, I think he's making all this up. Like him wanting revenge against Jay because he kissed D and because he sent home his best bud.
You
Rogan
think?
just wants to face Jay because he's the smallest, and Rogan's never been into elimination, so he doesn't want to take a risk.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair point.
I think that's a majority of it. Yeah, sure, a little bit. But you could even see it in his face and his tone when he's like, oh, I really want to get in there to get revenge on Jay. You know what I'm saying? For kissing D. It's like, there's a bigger reason why you're going against Jay.
I definitely think that he's very jealous about that, though, just the way that D and Rogan treat each other. But yeah, obviously it's an easier win for him, especially on his first elimination. So I didn't think about that, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I like the hype he's giving it. So
Yeah. Even when we go down to elimination, TJ is like, Rogan, you're facing an elimination monster.
oh,
And Jay's just, you can see Jay's face like, really?
right. So yes, he took out CT. That's the only thing he's done.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing, but chill.
Yeah. So yeah, this is we talked about this, the whole Josh and Wes. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were that. So I think that brings us to Purgatory.
Hey, yeah. Fireball.
Fireball. So yeah, oh my God, Josh is a super fan. Didn't even know because I don't even know the name of this elimination off the top of my head.
He knew it?
Yeah, he was like, "This is balls in."
Okay.
Maybe I'm just bad with elimination names, but yeah, it's a new era of the challenge, and if it doesn't have fire on it or if it doesn't explode, then it's not on the challenge. So let's remix this balls in elimination and put it all on fire.
I gave myself a whole page. There's nothing on here.
Yeah, because the cliffhanger. Our first cliffhanger of the season.
I know. It's so annoying. It's like, if you're going to do a cliffhanger, I can understand doing it on the first episode, thinking that you have new viewers. We're 5 episodes in.
Yeah.
Whoever's watching the challenge is watching the challenge. Like, you're not going to get a new audience 5 episodes in. Like, just give us the ending.
And it's either a guy's elimination or a girl's. It's not like they're trying to fit both eliminations into this episode. It's like, finish, if you're going to have one elimination an episode, finish it.
Yeah. I think it's because Jay is dead. So.
Oh, is that why?
No, but seriously, I'm worried for him.
Yeah. I saw the tackle and I was like, that's a straight up tackle. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. It sounded like right off the bat, Jay got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
I've experienced that, so it's easy to identify with.
So it is possible he just got the wind knocked out of him and he's gonna get up.
That's what I'm feeling. His arm didn't look broken.
He was like, ugh. But that could be because he had the wind knocked out of him and he just like couldn't move.
Yeah.
But he wasn't talking either. He couldn't talk.
Well, that's getting the wind knocked out of you. You just.
Yeah.
I think it's exaggerated. I think they're playing it up.
Yeah.
We'll be wrong. I really hope I'm not wrong.
But do you think there's any way Jay's could win this?
Oh, no.
If he's okay? No.
If he needs to use his speed and not hesitate. He needs to run circles around that thing.
God, when I saw that, the wind got knocked out of me. I was like, oh my God. He killed him.
Yeah, man. Rogan, he better get I feel like he'll get karma for this.
Is it and like, is it wrong of Rogan to hit him so hard or no? Like,
I went on Facebook the other day in one of my Facebook groups, and somebody posted that they posed the question, should Rogan be banned? I was like, banned for what?
no.
No, for excessive damage or something. It's like,
No, it was a physical challenge. My question though is just like, he could have knocked him over without.
no, he's trying to make a point. It's his first elimination. He wants to injure this. I don't know if he wants to injure him in like the sense of injuring him, but hurting him. He wants to hurt him. Injured. He doesn't want to like break bones, but he wants to make an impression.
Pretty sure you said the same thing over and over, and I'm supposed to understand what you're saying.
I don't know where I was going with that.
He doesn't want to injure him, but he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to injure him. He wants to hurt him. He wants to hurt him.
He wants to hurt him.
It's different. He wants to look like a badass. He wants to go in there
and scare people. And honestly, like, if I was a guy on this competition, I'd probably not want to go against Rogan after seeing.
That's a legit tackle.
Yeah, and it's a legit tactic. Like, it's a good gameplay because it's like, oh shit, Rogan's kind of crazy.
You said he played rugby in the past. It's very apparent now. That's the first time we really saw him get down and dirty.
Now, also, if I was D, Rogan's looking pretty good right now. Like, do I want to be with Jay or do I want to be with Rogan? So.
Yeah, good for you, D. But yeah, hopefully Jay's okay. Next on, we get the Jenna and Zach drama. Will Jenna quit? That's going to be the theme of next episode.
She already has.
Yeah, mentally she has, but will she quit physically? Will she leave the house?
When they've been dating for a couple of years. I think they're engaged, whatever. And when she asks him, have you been being good? Or I forget who asked it first, but I'm like, if you need to ask each other that.
Jenna's asking Zach that.
If you need to ask each other that question, maybe you shouldn't be getting married yet.
Yeah, I feel like I could be wrong. They have their own YouTube channel and everything, so if you want to take a look at that, I don't think they communicationally gel well, if that's a word. Communicationally?
No. Communicatively.
That word. I don't think. No.
Communicative.
I don't know. Just they don't gel to me, like conversation based. Like when I was watching the YouTube videos, it's like, oh, Jenna's clearly more in love with Zach than Zach in love with Jenna.
It's kind of always been like that.
And they both kind of admit it and are okay with it, I think. I get the impression.
I also feel like they have a whole relationship outside of anything that we all know about. So it's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe everything is fine and dandy when they're not in the challenge house, which I hope, hope the best. But even like they weren't on the same page. Jenna was like, or Zach was like, it took me about 3 days. And Jenna was like, oh, until you stopped missing me. And Zach was like, no, until I started really missing you. But they weren't on the same page. It was an awkward phone call.
Yeah, it was very awkward. It did not sound like somebody who's been together for years and are about to get engaged.
Yeah, and then we hear on the next Zach says something about, what did he say something about, are you cheating on me? Or something about cheating.
Yeah.
Then it would be the last person to cheat on you.
Yeah, their trust is all over the place. All right, I have one final question for you.
Yeah, go shoot.
Would you participate in a Ouija board game?
I say yes, but sometimes the circumstances change when it's night and
it's nighttime and you're in a bunker.
and you're with Bear. I'd do a Ouija board with Bear any day.
I would. I know. I feel like he would bring all the good ghosts. Like
The funny ones, the jester ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Would you?
No.
Oh no, you wouldn't?
Hell no. I feel like
I don't know enough about Ouija boards.
I am very possessible. Like I feel like I am just a empty shell waiting for a demonic spirit to take over.
I feel like it happens multiple times a day to you, or something just passes through and you're
I need to self-exercise my demons multiple times a day. Yeah, no. 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 I thought it was really funny though. I like that scene.
Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, that wraps it up for our episode 5 breakdown. Everything we talked about, everything that was important in last week's episode. If you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments, ask questions, give the video a like if you like what you saw and heard. And yeah, you have been joined by the Valentines, and we hope you will join us next week as we break down another episode.
Peace out.
Peace.